Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about Calassus. Calassus is a solo boss battler that utilizes Mancala token movement. The object of the game is to defeat the boss before the boss defeats you. You're going to be doing that by matching the combinations on each boss card using the action tokens while also defending against the boss tokens that will be on the board. All right, so for the components, you're going to have 18 print and play cards and then 18 different tokens. So the first type of card are these boss power cards. There's two of them, they're double-sided. You'll only be using one in the game. There are 4 double-sided boss cards that count down from 8 all the way to 1 health. There are 10 location cards. There are 2 kinds of locations, campfires and banners. And they've got active powers. We'll go over what each one does. So there's 10 of those. There is a player card here that helps track your health from 8 down to 1. And then there is a player power card, also double-sided. You'll start on this side. You'll activate its ability, flip, and then discard it to activate it again. So let's go over, and then there's 5 boss tokens, and then these match these tokens. These are the player tokens, and then obviously this is the health token, and then these you'll see here as we assign them to the hit combination and the boss powers, why they match. So let's actually look at each component. So here is the boss powers. There are 4 different boss powers, and all the cards just have, on this one, add this token to the combination. That power is for the blue token, but here it's for the red. Here it's for the yellow. So that's really the only difference. So there's 4 different powers. I'll go over in the game how you assign these each round. And then the boss cards, they've already got one pre-assigned player token that you'll need to hit the boss, and then you'll have 3 random ones. So for example, 3 of these I would draw from here, 3 randomly would be here, and then the other one would be the boss power. So then you're just going to go through, you'll flip, then you'll discard when you're done with this. And this one has 2, so these 2 would be assigned here, and the other 2 would be assigned to a boss power. Something to note, on the back side of every, not every card, but at least the at 7 health, 5, and 3 is a boss token. After you defeat this boss, you add a boss token to the arena where the hit took place, where the player scored the hit. And we'll go over that more in detail. Yep. So yeah, this highlights the 4 different colors, and then there's 3 random, and then the backside, which has 2 colors. And as you see, the 7, 5, and 3 have the boss token. Obviously, after you defeat the boss, game's over, you win. Okay, so then locations. Locations are served both as the spaces of the board around the arena, and also each have their own unique power. They're double-sided, where it's kind of the same power, but from either different directions, they're mirrored effects. So you'll be shuffling and flipping them, and then you'll be drawing 8 of these during setup of the 10. The reason why there is different types, there's 5 campfires and 5 banners, is one of the boss powers is banner powers are disabled. So you'll still be able to use campfires that are on the in the arena. You won't be able to use the powers here. Now, how you activate a power is when you're going to be moving these tokens around Mancala style. The final token that you place in the arena is where you may activate that location power. All right, and then we've got the player health card, so you'll just use the token and track your health as you lose health, flip it over once you're at 4. And then we've got this player power card here. So the starting side says flip this card over to prevent 1 damage from the boss, ignore one of these powers, or activate any location power. So where normally you can only activate that location power when you place the final token there, here you'd be able to activate any power that you want. once. When you do that, you would flip it over, and then this one says discard it. So you basically get to use this twice per game. All right, and that's pretty much it for the components. So let's get right into setup. So for setup, the first thing you're gonna do, let's move everything out of the way, is you're gonna make sure that all the boss cards are in order, counting down from 8 to 1. So you should have the even side up for all of them, ending on 1. You're gonna place that right in the center of the play area. Hopefully that's in view. Then you're going to take the location cards and you're gonna shuffle, flip them randomly, and then you're gonna deal 8 around the boss to form the arena. The 2 unused, you'll just discard and not use for the game, okay? Then what you'll do, you can place the boss power, pick one of them randomly. We'll just do this one. I usually set it somewhere nearby the arena. Then I'll do the same for the player card. Set it to your starting health of 8, and then I usually put this card right next to it. So it kind of looks like that. Then what we're going to do, usually leave these tokens just above here. Actually, I'll put them below. We'll put the boss tokens here for now. And then you're going to take the player tokens and randomly place one on each location around the arena. Okay, then you're going to take 2 boss tokens and just put them to the left and right of the boss on those locations. All right, and that is it for setup. All right, so the game is going to be played over a series or a number of turns until you have reduced the boss to 0 health, or the boss has reduced your health to 0. So each turn, or I should say each round against this boss, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to establish what the hit combination is you need to score a hit against the boss, and also any boss powers that boss has that round. So let's do that now. So I usually just kind of shuffle in my hand. I'll grab, this one needs 3, so I'll put this one over here. Banner powers are disabled, and then my combination I'm going to need for this round is 2 blue, a yellow, and a red. All right, so now that we've established, that's like kind of round setup. Now we're going to talk about turns. Now each turn has 2 phases, movement and combat. So on movement phase, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up all of the tokens from one location, and then I'm going to get to choose my direction. Normally Mancala, you move one direction. Counterclockwise is traditional, more modern, people are used to clockwise. Here, since it's a boss battler, you get to pick which direction you want to go each turn. So what I'm going to do, I need that blue. Let's do this. So I'm going to pick these all up. I'm going to place this one here, and that's it for movement. Pretty simple. Now I could activate this ability, since my last token was placed here, move a yellow token to the location opposite its location. So I could have put that one here, or I could do this one here, or I could choose not to activate it. So let's just not activate it for right now. Okay, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do that, because you'll see why here in just a moment. Okay, so now that I've taken care of movement, we go into the combat phase. So what combat phase is either we see if my combination's been completed as a player attack, but first we check the boss attack. So what we do is we look at all the boss tokens on the arena, and then we look and see if there's a number of boss tokens that exceed the number of player tokens there, we take 1 damage for each excess boss token at location. So for example, if I would have moved that yellow one here, well, there's 0 player tokens and 1 boss token, so I would take 1 damage. Conversely, if I had, let's just say, later in the game, we went here. I had 3 boss tokens here and only 1 player token. So 1 player token would block that, but there's 2 excess boss tokens. I would take 2 damage. So you want to be careful about leaving boss tokens unattended or uncontested, because the damage is going to start racking up pretty quick. Now you could play the card to prevent at least one of that damage, but that makes it tricky. And I was also able to play this power here because it's a campfire, but I wouldn't be able to play these 4 locations this round or I wouldn't be able to use their power because they are disabled as part of the boss power. Okay, so that's it for combat. Yeah, so the boss would attack, then I would check. I don't have that combination done yet, so I'm not able to successfully attack. And so then we're just going to go into the next turn. Movement, combat, movement, combat. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take this. Now this way I'm going to move this direction here. And the reason why I move that token, that yellow token here, oh shoot. No, that was a misplay. All right, this makes it easy when I don't have any. So I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And the reason why I did that is because I knew I was going to end up with both the boss tokens there, and now I'm not taking any damage. So the boss attacks after those turns. Boss attacks here. I attack the boss. I land a hit. So then what you'll do, I'll move these over here. And then the boss, I'm going to flip over. If it's on its front, on the even health side, you'll just flip it over. Obviously, if it was on this side, you would discard it. As I mentioned before, now we've got this boss token. So after I score another hit, I will be adding another boss token to the board. So we only have 2 now, but we would have 3 afterward. All right. Since there is a new boss card, we're now going to, this is a new round. We're going to do the same thing, but instead of assigning 3 here and 1 here, we're going to do 2 here and 2 here. So I'll take these 2. Okay, so boss tokens deal double damage and banners are still disabled. Shoot. Okay, so now let's see. See, this isn't too bad yet because I don't have a boss token there. So I need to get rid of this red one and put a green one there. And I can't use the banner abilities. That stinks. Okay, so I'm gonna have to break this up, unfortunately. Thankfully, we've got this whole area. So let's do 1. Yeah, this is actually gonna be really easy in the beginning. Super simple, easy. It gets a little trickier when you get tokens move clockwise or you have additional tokens, but that was an easy battle. So now what we're gonna do is, since I'm removing this, on remove, add the boss token where the you scored the hit. And now we're here. Since we've got a new round, oops, that will be, ooh, I must move clockwise here. And I've got to get 2 green, red, yellow. Okay, now this is where it starts getting a little more difficult. Sure, I got rid of 2 of the boss's health, but now there's 3 tokens. I have to move clockwise. All right, so this green is by itself right now. I would like to move this way, but I've got to drop that black one, that boss token off here, I think. So let's see if this makes sense. Thankfully, I can use all the powers this turn, And sometimes that might, where you land up and the power you can use might determine the direction you go. But here, let's do, so I started here, blue. Let's drop the black off here. Blue. Swap a token between any two opposite locations. I don't think there's any I want to do right now. All right. Wait, and you know what? I was supposed to move clockwise. Shoot. Okay. This is what's making it tough. Okay, so yeah, see, I totally forgot that. All right. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to put the black one here now, which is not good for me, but okay. I'm hoping I can move a player token from a location that has to this one. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can land here at some point. All right, let's see how we, so I gotta go clockwise. Oof. All right, let's drop these off. Move a token to its opposite location. So the location opposite, so that was good. Okay, I don't take any damage still. I'm gonna move this, swap a token between any two opposite locations. There's nothing here. I don't want to do that. Okay. So now, move a token from this location to an adjacent location. Don't need that. I'm fine with that. Okay. So I think I got it, and I moved clockwise every time, I believe now. All right. Perfect. Okay. So we'll assign 2 here. So banner, oh, add this token to the combination. So I need a 5 token combination, and banner powers are disabled. But I can go in either direction this time. So I need to get rid of this. I have 2 yellow. Swap any token. Man, that would have been kind of nice. Just trying to think. I'm gonna have to break this up for now. So 4, so I'm gonna end up here. Move a player token from location that has it to this one. I don't think I need any more there. All right, let's just see. All right. Okay, I'm not taking any damage yet. Can't use that power. So let me pick these up, go this direction. Okay. 2 yellow. All right, I got it. Still not really that bad. So I'm gonna remove this. Now it's starting to get a little crazy with 4 boss tokens. I'm gonna draw the 1, and they deal double damage this turn. 2 yellow, green, and a blue, so I need both of those. But I do have, so do I want to break those up and have to go around, or do I want to see if I can somehow just get rid of 2 tokens and move them out? Move a player token from a location that has one to this one. See, move a token to a place opposite, but I have to end there. Wow, I'm just gonna have to break these up. And see, this is where I think I'm gonna take damage because I have so many there. I needed 5. I don't have a spot where there's an extra token, so I'm going to take damage here. All right, so let's go. Let's do that. Move a player token from a location that has one to this one. So let's do blue. All right, so now this is the first time a boss is going to attack, and it does 2 damage. So now I'm down to 6. All right, so now the next turn, I'm going to just move the boss token there. So we're good. And now I've got to get the 2 yellows over here. So if I do move a token from this location to an adjacent one. I don't know if that helps me. I'm just trying to think, if I do this, would I want to move one here, but I need to then set up. All right, let's see what this looks like. Move a token opposite location. So I need 2 yellows still. I was targeting that, but I wonder if I should get the yellow by themselves and the individual. So let's do that. Swap a token between any 2 opposite locations. Just trying to think. Oh no. I was thinking about putting the green here, which would add it. I could put it here, but then that means I'm going to take damage from the boss. I don't know if I really want to do that. I've got an extra token here. So wait, swap a token between any two opposite. And I really need to get rid of those, so. Okay. Move a token from this location to an adjacent one. Man, this... Move a token from this location to an adjacent one. I wish that this was blue. Okay. I don't know if I want to put the black in here now. That's a risky play. Let's do that. Sounds weird because you're like, you just need a green, but I need to break these up. All right, so let's move here. Move a token from this location to an adjacent. Do I want to move this back? Okay, yes. So then I'm going to take this. Shoot, I don't know if this is right. I don't think this is right. I'm getting closer, but I really don't want to take any more damage. I want to end here. So I need to get a token by itself. All right, let's move a blue token. So I can move this one over here. Okay, this is what we wanted. No, let's leave that here. 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to do, shoot. Oh, no. Okay, so we're going to do this, this, this. Not activate it. Shoot. Really, I want to get this over here, but I need to have 2 tokens here. So I think I can do this. Move a player token from a location that has one to this one. I don't want to move any player tokens here. So now what I'm going to do, move a token from this location to the opposite one. I don't need to do that. I'm going to go back, push that over here. Woo, okay, that was rough. I did not want to take any more damage, but we got it. Nice. All right, the boss is only down to 3 health. We're at 6. We're doing okay, but this is where it starts getting real scary. All right, I'm gonna put 2 boss powers. No banners. Oh, and it's added. Oh boy. 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 red, and a blue. And still, and no banner powers this time. Oof, that hurts. I do have the 3 campfires. Oh yeah, and I haven't used this at all. This is when I'm going to start using it, when the boss is low. I could have prevented one of that 2 damage, or you know what? If I really need to use a banner power, I could flip this. And you can use both in the same turn. So you flip, or in the same round. You flip, and then you discard. Or I could activate any location power. Even if they're disabled for this use, you can activate them, and this overrides that, the player power. Okay. So we've already got, I would need to trade this one out if I wanted to just work here. But I'm pretty sure now with 4 tokens, I'm going to take damage because I got the token added. I need 5 tokens, which means I'm going to take damage. So not only do I have to move this around where I don't take damage during the movement, during combat, when I attack and deal damage, I'm 100% going to take damage. Okay, how can we minimize this? I have no way to get green out of there, so am I just going to have to bite the bullet and separate these out already? All right, let's... I don't need a green. I need a blue, a yellow, and a yellow. So now I've got 2 player tokens here to the 1, 3 to 2. So if I drop off the 2 tokens here, I'm good, but I'm going to have to separate them out. Let's see if this is a smart play or not. So I am going to need one of those blues, and I definitely need both reds. So now let's drop off the blue. I want the red near this side. Here, here. Move a token to its opposite location. So I could move one here and then try and get it out later. Is that smart? That's not going to help me. The blue, I don't know if that's going to bite me. The problem is I've got 2 tokens here. All right, let's try that for now. We're in no rush. So I did activate that campfire. Now if I go this way around, I take no damage yet. Okay, let's try this. Green, and then I want red over here. Move a player token from here. I know I can't use it now. I'm just wondering if I want to use it. Okay. So I can get the reds down here, but then how do I get... So move a token to one of its adjacent. Ooh, I could do that. Okay, so let's try this. So I bring the red down here, move a blue token to one of the locations adjacent to it. So let's move this. Now we have both blues here. I still need to get rid of this. So if I do this, this goes back here for now. Shoot. Dang, I trapped myself here. Maybe I shouldn't. Why did I do that? because I moved that to move that here, and I don't know if that was smart. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to prevent the damage. Do I want to prevent the... I was thinking I could activate that and I'd be done, but then I'm taking 2 damage. All right, so I'm gonna flip it, prevent that 1 damage. I'm gonna move this token here. Like I said, I'm going to, I have to take damage. I'm going to use my other power now just to be done. Oh no, wait. Shoot, move a blue token to the adjacent. That doesn't help me. I was hoping it was opposite. Or wait, no, move a player token from a location that has one to this one. Oh. How do I get that blue over here? So if I move these 4 tokens, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here we go. Wait, let's see. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Move a blue token over here. So I knew I was going to take at least 1 damage. Thankfully, it's not 2x damage. So the boss is going to do 1 to me. I'm now down to 5. And then I'm going to damage the boss. Okay, this is where it gets real crazy, because now we're down to the last bit, and because boss had a boss token mark here, I'm going to add it here. So now we've got all of the boss tokens on the arena. He's down to 2, we're at 5. And did we use that? No, I did not end up moving the blue there because it was, so I still have 1 more power I can use. All right. Let's see what the banner powers are disabled. I don't know if that's better or worse than having to move clockwise. It's pretty brutal. Not gonna lie. So, okay. You know what? I'll keep playing it out, but yeah, I mean, you see how it plays where it started kind of easy in the beginning. I had a lot of openings that I could just move tokens around. So the first half of the boss battle, you just gotta worry, try not to take any damage, and worry a little bit about the tokens, but you've got enough player tokens to take care of them. Now that there's more boss tokens, I'm definitely going to be, than there were in the beginning, I'm definitely going to be trying to mitigate all that damage. Okay, so I only need 2 red, yellow, and a blue. I need to put a token here, and I'm already going to take damage on the way back. Oof. Now that I think about it. Well, maybe not. Okay. So let's see, how many tokens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I move here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move a token from this location to the opposite location. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so let's do red. Yellow. Do a red here, a blue. And then normally I would be taking damage here, but move a token from this location to the opposite. That's the end of movement. Beautiful. Okay, so the boss, I take no damage yet. That's good. Now let's see where we want to attack. These reds, I don't know if that was smart to isolate them. Oh, wait. I'm still taking 2 from here. I went the wrong way. Well, that was poor planning on my part. So do I want to prevent the damage? No. Okay, so I've got to move. So let's move a token to the location opposite. Okay. All right, now I got to clear my head. Because that was stupid error. All right. Yeah, this game is definitely harder because I drew 5 banners and only 3 campfires, so that made this game definitely a little bit harder. Okay, let's see. I've already got red, so I just need yellow. I'm gonna need a yellow. So what happens if... I'm gonna move the blue over here for now. I don't need a green though. I do need a yellow. All right, let's see. Can't use the banner. Shoot, I need one of those blues. This is brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a banner. 1, 2, that's 4. I'm a little nervous. Okay, let's see if it's worth it. Okay. So if I go yellow, black, I take a damage. No, that's not worth it. This green by itself isn't helping me. So let's see here. If we went here, we'd end up here. I can't use the ability move a player token from a location that has one to this one. Oh, wait. Are we gonna have... Yeah, okay, I think this is smart. Okay, so let's add the token here, put the yellow that I need here, put the green here, and then, oh shoot, I can't use that unless I move a player token from a location that has to this one. So I could ignore the boss power. Maybe I should have done that from the beginning. All right, I'm gonna ignore the boss power. So I'm gonna get rid of that, discard that, so I'm done with this. Now I can use all the banners. So move a player token from location that has one. So which, do I wanna move a blue or a green? I need a blue, actually, yeah. So I activate that power. I'm gonna take damage. I have to because there's more tokens. Okay, so we knew that. That's why you try and save it. So let's do this. All right. Last one. Okay. And I took 1 damage during the boss attack. So I can take 2 damage and still win the game. So let's see what our 2, I don't have a power anymore. What are they? Have to move clockwise and double damage, so I can only take one. Oh my gosh. I might have lost this one. Yep. Well, wait. I gotta get a token over there. So 1, 2, 3. Move to one of its opposite locations. Oh, wait. Okay. So hopefully... So let's do red, yellow here, blue here, move to one of its opposite locations. Okay. We need one of each color. And they do 2 damage. All right, so if I can end the green. All right, let's see how we can do this. Oh shoot, I have to move clockwise. That was a mistake. I did move clockwise that time. Shoot, I don't know what I did. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot I have to move. I gotta keep looking at the powers. I can only move counter or clockwise. Okay. So if I do black, plus, okay, let's open up this area. Okay. Move a player token from a location that has one to this one. Do I have any extra? I do here. Do I want to do that? So I do red, red. I wish I could move that blue over there, but I can't. I think I might have this actually. Okay. Then I move blue here. Move a player token that has a token. Oh, so activate that. I'm going to take the 1 damage, or I take 2 damage from the 1 token. Boom. I have defeated the boss and won the game. And so, yeah, that's Calassus. So, sorry, it was a lot of quiet time while I was thinking. This game is it's a fun puzzle. What I'm going to be looking for feedback is how often do you win? Do you lose? Does it feel right? Do any of the powers feel unfair or difficult? I may adjust it so then you also can get a passive ability where one of the colors counts as 2 when it's defending. So like the yellow here, I could maybe have some strategy where if yellow is my my defending player token, it can count as 2, and then so you take less damage. Definitely makes the game easier, but things like that. So yeah, that's the game. I appreciate you watching if you watched to the end, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. Thanks.